Greetings, thank you for being here. I am Aurora. I am a quantum alchemist and I practice quantum healing hypnosis through the art of alchemy, as well as I am a seer. I also offer Akashic readings as far as an energy work through the third eye. So check out my website for more information. It's called risingphoenixaurora.com, where you could get more acquainted with my services as well as my blog and different information that comes forth from the angelic realm, from the Elohim, who are my galactic family. And also, if you want to go on there and sign up, if you go under just a customer sign in and you make an account there, I have emails that go out weekly with updated information, either from services or new information that is given to me from the divine. So so sign up there and I'll keep you posted with videos and updates upon the A.U.R.A collective, who is my soul family, and overall just a galactic universal information. So thank you for being here, and I'm very excited to be sharing this video with you today. This video is in regards to misconceptions of superstitions, or overall, don't do this is bad luck, or what is the basis to the creation upon why these were created, and what is it really bringing forth from thinking in this manner of these energies. I had created a post on my Facebook page in regards to what are some of your superstitions that you've been taught since birth, from your family, from others, from just, society. What are your superstitions? Thank you to all who responded and wrote some of your superstitions. The majority of them, half of them, I hadn't heard personally from my origins and my descendants. So thank you for participating in that. And if you have superstitions or any type of family custom that has been shared upon you and you want to share that, please do share that. You can go on my risingphoenixaurora.com website and share those there. I will create a separate blog just for that, so that you can add your superstitions there. And you could also write them in the comments here. And thumbs up. Write your comments. Let me know what you think of this video. The first one we will be talking about today is a superstition that is associated with it is bad luck if a black cat will cross your path. So let's figure out, why is it that this has been created, a thought form upon. Cats represent intuition, protection, the ability to basically avoid trouble, never to be placed within a corner, always being able to leap out of trouble, psychic abilities, gifts, seeing what's to come, seeing abilities, all sorts of different attributes does the cat have. And then why is it that the color black was chosen to think that it was bad luck, a black cat? So the way colors work, scientifically speaking, is black. As you know, if you wear black in a sunny day, it absorbs the energy, the heat, and the way black is consistent, its frequency is that it absorbs the black and the darkness. It absorbs it, it attracts it. Black attracts black. Now, then when you look at white actually reflects away what's not white. So it reflects away the black, in a sense. Okay. So this is a negative thought form created upon the collective consciousness of this planetary sphere, Earth, Gaia. And really, this video is going to be based upon why these thought forms have been created for humanity. So this thought form is really basically enhancing the fear upon the darkness and the black, and feeding in, okay, if you tap into these abilities of the cat, of intuition and foresight, and being able to see into what danger is coming forth, the darkness within you that protects you and guides you through life, So it's feeding in fear into this darkness, into this side of us that's meant to be there in balance within, you know, the yin and the yang, the white and the black, within the negative and positive polarities. Finding the balance between the both is feeding fear into that. And not only that, you know, it's really sad as an animal lover to think that people think that black cats are bad luck if they cross your path. So if they cross your path, it is not bad luck. It is enticing you to look upon your gifts, your abilities, and your intuition and dig deeper into them, embracing the darkness within you, the darkness that protects you, not the darkness that harms others, but the darkness that protects you and aids you in having the balance. Number 2, knocking on wood. Always been trained to knock on wood so that you won't create. So say you do something and somebody thinks, oh, that's bad luck, or you just jinx, you know, knock on wood. Otherwise you would get bad luck. So again, this thought form, we don't realize that the creation upon thinking that is actually what's creating this thought form of having bad luck. Basically, it's a simple thought form that starts from ancient times. Knocking on wood signifies creating a vibration like a drum, a connection to spirit. And especially wood, as wood and the trees being rooted to the ground. So it is not, don't think of, oh, I don't want to get bad luck, I'm going to knock on wood. To clear that, because that's creating fear upon that. But instead think, I could connect through the wood to the land and, you know, the elements within earth. Think of it in that manner, in a positive manner, in a vibrational type of manner, where you're creating a vibration upon the wood, the tree, and the roots in connection to the earth. Okay, so number 3, opal. Someone had brought this to my attention as far as they had a family heirloom from their mother and a beautiful opal ring. And though there's hesitance to wearing it because through, you know, superstition, that opal could be, in a sense, bring you bad luck, or its mysteries can bring forth a superstition of bad luck. But when you look upon opal, it's a beautiful, beautiful crystal. And what it signifies, it basically what it does, its consistency, its elements within it, it amplifies your cosmic consciousness, including your metaphysical vision. So it is very much a crystal of sight. And if you are different attributes to it, it has properties, energies within it that you can create with intention to make you invisible to perhaps whatever you want to become invisible, perhaps to danger, to negative energies, to entities. So you can use these attributes within the opal to make yourself invisible. And it also is basically very useful in dangerous times or dangerous places, or somewhere where you feel uncomfortable, like, oh, you feel not grounded or within your comfort zone. So these are times that you would want to be using opal, as well as it also helps heal the earth's energy fields and stabilizing the grids. So I don't believe that opal is bad luck because of its powerful, you know, because of its mysteries to it. Instead, research and talk with an opal piece, a crystal. For crystals all have consciousness, and you can talk back and forth with them within your mind, within your heart, and get answers from them. So get to know them instead of fearing with the abilities of the healing properties of the crystal opal. Thank you for this question. It was a beautiful one to look deeper into research and upon also my inner knowing. So thank you. Number 4, much fear has been created upon owls, making people fear them because, you know, you hear their hooting in the hoot in the darkness, their abilities of not being fearful upon in the darkness. So this is some of the reasons why they will want you to fear owls, why this negative thought form has been created upon them. So basically what owls are, they're nocturnal birds. They are one of the birds who have been created to live and to be awakened upon the darkness and in the dark night. Upon humankind, the dark, the night, has been looked upon as far as being mysterious, the magical side, the side where perhaps we might discover prophecy or our wisdom. It truly is what the owl signifies. So to fear the owl is to fear the darkness and these mysteries. For the owl has a great ability within its vision and hearing of the darkness. Also, the way it turns its head in almost a full direction of its head, and how it's able to hear, see in all directions. Owl totem, or the spirit of the owl, is able to look beyond basically what's hidden in the dark, because humans like to hide secrets within our darkness. We like to store them away in the closets per se. Something else that the owl does is, with a clicking of its vocal cords, it can create echolocation. So when it's trying to find its prey, the mice, which mice could be looked as pests, So this is its ability. And also what owls do is that they can find mice, which are rodents who, spread, unfortunately, disease and so on. So they have the ability of 10 times more than a cat finding the mice. So that is a misconception upon, because it's been taught, that they are pests, but they are not. It's actually, they are trying to help the population of rats and mice upon Earth that are spreading, these diseases. So it is a master at seeing what's within of the darkness within you that acquires healing. So look upon the owl and look at its beauty, of its versatility, of its wisdom because of its sight, its hearing, and also being able to fly with those beautiful wings. And the owl has this, when it flies, it has a formation from its wings where it allows for it to be silent as it flies. So admire its beauty. Don't think upon it being a bad omen or being fearful of its mysteries. Instead, embrace these abilities and work with the animal spirit, the owl animal spirit. Work with it to enhance your abilities, and perhaps you becoming very much like the owl and its beautiful mysteries of the all-knowing within the darkness, and what fears we enhance upon. So instead, dig into those fears and no longer fear them. For the only thing in life to fear is fear itself. All right, number 5. To superstition, to spill salt is bad luck. And then instead to throw it over your shoulder to counter that. So looking upon, again, white. So the white within the salt is a reflective. It reflects what is no longer needed for your highest good, what the darkness that needs healing. So it reflects that off. And also the salt is created, the sea salt comes from the waters. The salt, also other salts, come from caves and the land. So therefore it's very cleansing because of its connection to the elements upon Earth. It also is very protective. So if, say, you scatter it upon windowsills, it will reflect the dark, and it will only attract the white, you can say, the light, the white. So it's almost like it's like a sealant of protection, of cleansing and protection. Creates barriers. So if you feel like you want to throw it over your shoulder, absolutely throw it over your shoulder, but not in a creation upon, oh, I created bad luck because I spilled it. No, go ahead and spill it, because it helps create positivity, reflection upon light, barriers, sealments, shielding. So definitely use it. Feel free to spill it. Number 6. Someone also brought up the fact that in their ancestors, that in their family, they have been brought to think that when you hear a bird knocking on the window, it means that someone will die, or even like a woodpecker knocking on trees. So think of the significance of a bird. What does the bird signify? It signifies the connection to the heavens, the wings, and its freedom of being the messenger of the heavens. Similar like an angel and its wings. What it means is to basically hear the knocking of a bird. It actually signifies the heavens have a message for you. Pay attention. Look within, find the answers. What is it that you're seeking right now? What are you thinking upon? And as I'm speaking, we hear the bird chirping outside, singing outside. So what is it that the bird is trying to deliver? What message is it trying to bring forth to you from the heavens, from the other side, from beyond the veil, from the spirit world? Now, number 7. Someone brought this up through their ancestors, through Cuba. They have a ritual where when they're going to drink alcohol, what they do first is that they throw alcohol over the shoulder for the dead, the deceased, for their past, ancestors. And they do this during holidays and special occasions, anytime before they're about to drink for themselves. So let's look upon this one. So they're thinking that this is in a sense like kind of like honoring the dead who could no longer drink anymore, fulfilling their obsession or their habits, their addictions. So by doing that, by always thinking of these addictions upon the ancestors that drank, it's creating a thought form upon enhancing that and carrying that burden, you can say, of the ancestors and its connection to addiction. Okay, so instead honor the ancestors, honor who the ancestors' addictions and burdens, release that. You no longer need that to have to do that for your ancestors. Instead, look upon and send love to your ancestors to carry this addiction of being addicted to alcohol. No longer having to throw the alcohol over the shoulder. Instead, just send a vibration of love to those ancestors that acquire the healing of the harm and the pain and the violence and the loss that has been created upon alcohol and its addiction. Send them love so that this creation upon this thought form can be released and no longer held heavy upon your shoulders. throwing the alcohol over your shoulders. Don't hold it heavy in your shoulders anymore. Send them love, because when you heal yourself, you heal your ancestors, you heal the bloodline that came forth before you, you heal your past, you heal the earth and it's the humans that came before you. Number 8. So in Italians in Italy, they feel that they view all birds as bad luck. So why is it that they would view birds as bad luck, when actually the birds, again, signifying the connection to the heavens and the spirit, the messengers of God, and the wings and its freedom. So what it's doing upon this thought form, creating chains upon this, the beautiful signification of a bird. It's creating chains and heaviness and density upon the freedom of the freedom of being able to fly away, of us having our own wings, and creating our own wings within freedom. So instead, don't think, birds are bad luck. Transmute that, convert that into that they are a powerful messenger from the heavens, and so are you. You are able to channel forth messages from the heavens, from your higher self, from your soul, that little voice that speaks to you. Convert that, transmute that into a connection of the heavens, not a bad luck, a negative thought form created upon the collective consciousness of fearing the bird and its beautiful abilities of flight and freedom. For example, the person that brought this to my attention, basically her husband was from Italy, and they really thought that because a bird flew into his business, this caused a bad luck upon his mother that ended up getting hit by a car. So it wasn't the fact that this bird flew into the business. It was actually the thought form of the strong creator thought form that we humankind harness within our thoughts, thinking that, okay, this bird flew into our business, now we're going to have bad luck. And that needed to basically create and release itself. So that's what created perhaps the accident of the mother, of the car accident of the mother. It wasn't the bird, it was your own human thought form, powerful human thought form, that created this bad luck. Okay, remember that we are creators. We create our existence here. So whatever you focus thought form upon is what you will create. So instead, focus on the positivity and the freedom of the bird for its beauty and its connection, the messengers of the spirit world. Thank you. All right, now number 9. Stepping on a crack will break your mother's back. Why is it that this has been created? So if you think upon it deeply within your heart, you will find that it is a curse, a negative thought form, a black magic thought form in a sense, an oppression upon the divine feminine. There are cracks everywhere, right? Everywhere we look, and how do we not step on cracks? And also cracks signify the energy of the in-between, of the things of the in-between, of the rebirth cycle, of the creation energy, of what's the in-between. Okay, the when you look upon a tree and its roots are connected to the ground, right? The in-between between the ground and the roots, that is where it started, its birth started from. When you look upon a bird and its flight, and you see the in-between the wind and its gentle force upon the wing, and that is the in-between between the air and the flight of the freedom. So looking at the in-between, that's what signifies the cracks. It's the in-between, right? And what it's doing is creating negative energy created upon the divine feminine. Mother signifying the ancestors, the grandmothers, the mothers, the divine mother. So this is an example of a negative thought form fed upon the collective consciousness of our planetary sphere, where the feminine once again are being oppressed, and its divine energies being oppressed. Also, the spine signifies memories within our souls blueprints, our consistencies, our essence. Soul's blueprints are integrated into our spine. So therefore, by stepping on your mother's back, the spine is creating a dense thought form upon the divine feminine's blueprints and spine and strength and our support. Because our spine, our back is our support. Not feeling like we're supported or listened to, oppressing us, keeping us down. You know, the story of the humankind trying to oppress the strength that holds within the knowledge of and wisdom of the spine. Number 10, walking under a ladder is bad luck. Now, when you look at the shape of a ladder, it's in the shape of a focus point of a triangle, like a pyramid. Anytime you're seeing a shape like this, like a three-sided shape, this is a focus point, okay? And it also signifies the three, the mind, body, and soul. Also, when you look at a ladder, it signifies the evolution of the human, of how we're able to rise up, step up another step another one, rise up higher and higher in our energies, in our evolution. So how we're able to rise up and step up, shifting up. So the combination of both of these, the shape and also the significance of a ladder of reaching our goals, this combination is a focus point upon ascension and raising our vibration and our symbolism. So don't believe that because you walk under a ladder is going to give you bad luck. No, instead think upon, okay, let me reach higher and higher upon this ladder and focus upon the three, the mind, body, and soul of what consists of me. Now, number 11. Breaking a mirror gives 7 years of bad luck. Signifying basically what a mirror signifies, it is a reflection of you. What is within you that requires to be brought up, to heal, to evolve, for you to evolve from, okay, to ascend from, to transmute from, to rebirth from, like the phoenix, okay, so a reflection. So what is seen within you, your reflection? So this is creating a thought form upon breaking a mirror will bring you bad luck upon your reflections and tying it into what needs healing, and it will bring 7 years of bad luck. And when you look at the number 7 and 7 years, it's basically, it signifies, the number 7 signifies obstacles, overcoming obstacles, success realized. Angels are happy with your current life choices. You are on the right path. Positive things flowing freely towards you. Looking forward and developing yourself spiritually and encouraging others to do so as well. A reflection to take upon spiritually based practice, perhaps looking to look within in developing your profession in a career, spirituality, or anything really that's heart-based, that's coming forth from your heart in service to others. So instead, break those mirrors, break those reflections, break them to heal them, to bring forth renewal, rebirth from them. Allow for them to heal. Allow for them to come up and heal them with your love, within your heart, within the guidance that you have, your angels, the ascended masters, your guides, your galactic family. Let them heal you. Do not allow a negative thought form to be created upon the reflection of you, of the number 7 and its power. 12. Someone brought this to my attention again within the post of Brazilians. In Brazil, they believe that the cross pendants are bad luck. So this person loves to wear cross pendants and doesn't understand why this would signify bad luck. What people say is basically, if you wear a cross pendant, the Christ is you, meaning you will suffer as Christ did, as Jesus Christ did. When you look at a cross and it signifies, it's actually an ancient alchemy symbol that signifies the 4 sacred directions of the universe. All the yous, all your essence, all the fractals of you, your I am, it is actually a protection symbol in helping you become whole once more from all time and space and the 4 sacred directions of the universe. Viewing this upon a negative, in a negative, fearful manner, it is to block this connection that you have within you of the 4 sacred directions of the universe, of the cross. Believing that you will suffer as well like Christ is putting fear upon what Jesus, Yeshua, brought forth to Mother Earth, to the human collective thought form. What he brought forth as far as the compassionate and the infinite love that we can find within, that we are unlimited. It is us humans that bring forth this thought form through our brainwashing since we're born, that the impossible is possible, when actuality it is not possible. I choose to believe that the impossible is not possible. So instead, honor the cross and its alchemy symbol, sacred alchemy symbol, and bring forth the creation upon it of creating yourself whole once more, and your memories and all that is of you, your I am presence. And it's also a further thought form upon the collective of Christ consciousness and all these beautiful beings that came forth from the Christ consciousness, like the different gurus from time, the different, we call them gods, but they don't like to be gods, but like these different Christ consciousness, like Archangel Michael came forth from it, Buddha, Dalai Lama has come forth from this Christ consciousness as well. So many beautiful beings. Instead, don't enhance that. Don't allow for that collective negative thought form to be oppressed upon the beauties of the Christ consciousness. Final, the number 13. And even as well as Friday the 13th being, a day of bad luck and curses and bad omens, and things are going to go wrong in this day. So let's look upon this number. So the number 13 is basically made up of 2 different numbers. The number 1 being the new beginnings. Anytime you see the number 1, it's new beginnings, a new cycle, a creation upon a new thought form. Okay? And number 3 signifies expressing yourself, the union of you, your mind, body, and soul, and inspiration, creativity, expansion upon the growth, manifestation. It's a feminine number, the number 13, because what it signifies, it's trying to oppress the new beginnings upon creation and the manifestation. So therefore, it's creating a blockage upon you and what is of you. And it's not just for the divine feminine, because the divine feminine, the divine mother, is who created all who is on earth. If you look at the chromosome within divine, say the chromosomes within the feminine and the masculine, and scientists say that it is the masculine that chooses the sex of the child, because it has a Y chromosome, and the feminine carries the X chromosome. In actuality, what it is that the divine feminine is a completion of this chromosome as a full X, and then the Y is an incompletion of the X, because it's missing the other part, right? The other little dash. The number 13, the divine mother's energy, because all creation came forth from the 12 archangels. Those were the first beings that came forth from the creator, that fractalized from the creator. The number 13 signifying the divine mother and its creation and manifestation. And it is really an ultimate protection number and upon creation, upon yourself. And if you're looking for more detail upon the number 13, look at my Isis channeling. I'll put the link below. She goes into detail, the Egyptian pharaoh Isis, as far as what the number 13 is and why it is oppressed. And she goes into detail as far as what it signifies and how there's 13 months in an actual cycle of the year, not 12, and why it's been changed around. So look at that channeling. It is a beautiful channeling and reminder to us to look at the number 13 and embrace it, and to remember its true power of manifestation and empowerment and rising. The rising of the divine feminine in union with the divine masculine. So thank you so much for listening to this video. I had so much fun. This video took me some time to really think upon and research upon my inner knowing and my wisdom and my inner knowing, and as well as the wisdom and knowledge that's been written upon society and upon the books, and looking at every single form of this and looking upon it and trying to tear it apart and dissect it, and to figuring out why was it created and does it really signify, and how we can transmute that and turn that around into making it something of a positive thought form instead of a negative thought form upon the collective consciousness of Earth, of Gaia. Okay, so thank you again for being here. I am in gratitude to you. Check out my website again. You want to please add your own superstitions, your own family traditions that have been shown, taught to you since birth. And I would love to as well go into them and figure out why is it that these thought forms were taught to you. So go to my website and write them there, as well as in the comments what you would like for me to transmute into something positive for our collective thought form. Okay, thank you again. Subscribe, share this video, and comment. Thank you. I love you, I honor you, I thank you, and I respect you. Blessings.